Hi, Stephanie here with Two Pair Designs. Today we're going to do a new tutorial. We're going to cover the basics of using layer masks in Photoshop. If you are not familiar with using layer masks, this will be very helpful for you, and this will also build a foundation for us as we work on a few things in the coming weeks. More tutorials that you will need to understand layer masks for. If you have worked with layer masks before, then you can just bypass this. If you have not, then this will be very helpful for you. Once you understand layer masks, you can do a lot more in Photoshop, and it's really quite amazing how much of a jump you can make in processing your photos once you understand how to use masks. So to start with, I'm going to start with just a plain white background here because I want you to understand the basics of layer masks. We're not going to work on a photo today. I just want you to understand how it actually works and why it's important for us. So I have my plain white background here. I'm going to come right over here into the layer panel, and I'm going to create a new layer by using Command J. If you are on a PC, I believe it's Control J. The next layer is just white. I'm going to go ahead and fill it in with some color. I'm going to use this red right here and fill it in. So I've got my background layer over here. I have another layer on top of that. And if you are not terribly familiar with layers, then you'll need to know that anything on top is what shows. On bottom is hidden. So the order of your layers matters. I have a red layer right here. Now, to create a layer mask, you're going to come right down here to the bottom portion of the layer panel, and you'll see what looks like a little square with a circle in the middle of it, and it'll pop out and say Add Layer Mask right here. Okay, so we're going to click on that, and then you'll see in your Layers panel, you see your new layer you created, the red one, and next to it you see your layer mask. Okay, it's all white right now. Now, one thing to remember when you're working with layer masks is white reveals, black conceals. If your mask is white, that means that all of that layer is revealed right now. If we turn it black, which I'll show you about in a moment, that means that it's concealed and that it's hidden. So your mask kind of works like a regular mask. It can either hide or reveal what is underneath. So I'm actually going to change this right now, and I'm going to make this layer mask into black. By doing that, I'm going to hide the red part of that layer. I'm going to make sure that my layer mask is selected, and I'm going to go Command I, which is going to invert it. It's also Control I on your PC. As you can see, it's black now, which means that the layer mask is hidden. You can still see it in the layer panel. You can see that I have a red layer right here, but because my layer mask is black, it's hiding all of that, which gives me my total screenshot here. If you look at it, you'll see that it actually appears to be white because that layer, the red layer, is hidden. Now here is the fun part that we can do. I'm going to come over here, I'm going to grab my paintbrush, if you can see. And then I'm going to change the color of it to white because my layer mask, remember it's already black. Make sure that is selected. When you're painting onto your layer mask, you want to make sure that it is selected. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start painting with white onto my layer mask. Oh, there you go. Now you can see that I'm showing only part of my layer mask. If you look over here, you see that we had a black layer mask. I painted onto it with white. So the white part is revealing that layer. The black part is hiding that layer. That's the basic idea right there. You just need to remember that you can work with layers and not have to show every part of that layer. You can only show parts of it that you want to, and you can only paint onto parts of it that you want to reveal. We'll get more into that later on whenever we work on more in-depth tutorials as far as working on portraits or photos go, as far as using this to help with our, saturating skies or whitening teeth or brightening eyes, all of those things that help to enhance your photo that you really don't want that effect to be all over your photo. That's where a layer mask is going to come into play. I hope this has been helpful for you. Just remember also that you can also paint black onto a white mask. It doesn't really matter how you do it, but you always want to make sure that your layer mask is selected when you're adjusting the mask portion. And anyhow, I hope that this has been helpful to you. It's just a really basic concept in Photoshop, but once you grasp it, it can help your work dramatically. So y'all have a good day. If you haven't been to our Facebook page yet, please go to www.facebook.com/2pair. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to know more about what tutorials you would like to see here on the blog and on our YouTube channel. And we'd also love to know what products you're using from our store. Our store is www.2pairdesigns.com. You can access our store and our blog from that website. We'd love to know what products you're using, how you're using them, and also any products that you'd like to see in the future. Y'all have a good day. Thank you.